Hello everyone, welcome to our new class. Hope you all are fine and safe. Okay, let's start our class. So what all we have studied in last class? Did you revise? Just we can summarize what all the important things that we have studied last class. We just started our new chapter, the world of designing. We heard about a lot of designings, right? In this chapter, we have to create a banner. So before that, we have discussed about two image formats named SVG for image format and PNG image format. With drawing, I explained you about the main difference. What is the main difference between these two images? SVG images and PNG images. Hope you all know that. What is that? PNG images will lose clarity when we enlarge. SVG images remain same. It won't lose clarity. Then what we have discussed? PNG images are raster images. SVG images are vector images. The important raster editing software is GIMP. The important vector image editing software is Inkscape. So what is the difference between these raster images and vector images? How we can differentiate it? According to the pixels. What are pixels? Pixels are small squares that filled with color. How we can draw a picture in computer? By arranging the pixels in a form. That means if we want a letter R, we will arrange these pixels according to the shape of R. In that way we are drawing pictures in computer, right? Then what all we have discussed? Difference between raster image and vector image. Raster image, also known as PNG images or bitmap pictures, they are programmed by default. There will not be any change in the pixels. So what will happen if we enlarge the picture? What will happen? The extra pixels that forms will take the characteristics of neighboring pixels. So it will lose the clarity. But in SVG pictures, what is happening? These SVG pictures or raster images are used by an equation. How we can draw raster images? Raster images are obtained by defining a path between 2 points. We can name it as X and Y points. That path can be of any geometrical shape, which includes circles or triangles or rectangles, anything, or a line. So if we are enlarging this picture, what is happening? All the directions, including all directions and letters, everything is used by an equation. It is defined by an equation. So if we enlarge the picture, the extra pixels forming will use the equation. So there will not be a clarity difference in the picture. Okay, that all we have studied last class. I hope you all revised. So now in this class we will be discussing more about the vector image editing software named Inkscape. We know about Inkscape. We already discussed about Inkscape, how we can open Inkscape application, graphics, Inkscape. So I will explain it in the detail. Just have a look. So students, we can just look about our Inkscape vector editing software in detail. Okay. Inkscape is a vector graphics editing software for editing SVG images. We can create SVG image in this software. After drawing the picture in SVG format, like after drawing the SVG pictures in this software, that file will be saved in SVG format. Inkscape is a free software. What is the free software? Free software is a software that the user can copy, distribute, edit, crop. The user can do all the things according to his wish. That means the program of this software is arranged in a way that the user can access easily. Other feature is we can import and edit bitmap pictures. That is, we can import PNG format pictures or JPG format pictures in this Inkscape. And also it has a facility to convert vector image into raster images. If we draw a picture and we saved in SVG format, if we want to change that format to JPG or PNG, we have the facility for that also. So now we can open our Inkscape software and we can familiarize about the tools. How we can open that? In application, graphics, Inkscape vector graphics editor. Look. So when I open this, what came? A window. A new document came. If we rename the document after saving, we will get the name like we didn't do a picture and all, so it will be showing as new document. If we started doing activities and after when we save this document, we can save it with our own name or we can give any name according to ours. Okay. So this is the window of Inkscape software. These all are the toolbars. These are menu bars. This is the canvas page. This is the place where we are doing activities, where we are drawing pictures. This page is default set as A4 page. This is transparent. This canvas page is transparent. That means in GIMP software we can directly color the canvas, right? We can directly give the color to canvas page. But here, after drawing pictures only, we can give color in this canvas page. You can see the border of this page, right? So now just we will be looking some of the specialities of this canvas page. Okay, for that we have to go to file. We have to take document properties. See, we got the properties of this page. It is A4 size. Its width is given, height is given. You see border. Now it is showing page border. If you want to remove the border, you can untick this. The border disappears. You see? Another one is on show border shadow. You can see the shadow of border here, right? If I untick this, shadow gone. If you want to change the color of border, we can do like that. We can give any color. Here there is a icon name resize page to content. What does that mean? That means if we draw a picture and if it is beyond the border, that means if we draw a picture and the picture size is more than the border, what we can do? We can resize the border according to the picture. For that we are using this icon. Hope you all understood about this. This is the properties of this document. Okay. So now we can see here lot of toolbars. We will be familiarizing about only some of toolbars. What is this? This is select and transform objects. What is an object? Object is what we are drawing here. The picture or the text, what we are drawing here is the object. So this arrow is for selecting and transforming object. Another one is edit paths by nodes. It's for editing nodes. Another one is create rectangles and squares. It's for creating rectangle and square. This is for creating circles, ellipses and arcs. Another one is this one, draw Bezier curves and straight lines. This is for drawing Bezier curves and straight lines. Another tool is draw calligraphic or brush strokes. You heard about calligraphic pen, right? So here also there is a calligraphic pen. For what purpose it is used? By using this pen we can type a text in a beautiful format. We can get us in a special format, right? This one you will be familiar. This is for creating and editing text object. If we type a text, we will be using this tool. These all are the tools, important tools which we are using in this document for drawing the picture. We have some hidden tools also. So for that, you can see an arrow mark here. Click that arrow mark. You will be getting tools, that is paint bucket, gradient, mesh tool, dropper tool, connector tool. These all are the hidden tools. And down you can see a lot of colors. This is color palette. This is for giving colors for drawing. Suppose I take a picture, I select a tool, I draw a rectangle. Now default the color is green. Suppose I want to change the color. You see, the color is yellow. Suppose I want to change the color to blue. It turns blue. You can see an undo mark here. It is none. If I click this, you can see, you can't see any picture, right? Okay. Hope you all clear about this. So I am filling this picture with pink color. Okay. Next we have two tools also, important tools which we are using in this Inkscape software for drawing pictures. That is fill and stroke. Did anyone got any idea about this fill and stroke? From the name itself, like from that word itself, you can understand what is fill and what is stroke. If we click this fill and you see fill, it is given as pink color. Stroke, it is given as brown color. So what does that mean? The picture, which color is filled in that picture, it is known as fill tool. Okay. Stroke is the outline of the picture. Okay. So if we click this, we will be getting another box. Here if we take fill, this is no paint. If we take this, paint will be going, color will be going. This is flat color, that means for giving color. Here we will be familiarizing about linear gradient, radial gradient. Another one is stroke paint. Stroke paint means the outline paint of the object. So here when I took stroke style, for dashes I can give this line. Okay, for the background, or else I will give this line, I will give a straight line. Okay, suppose I want to increase the width of this outline, I can do this. You can, 1 minute. First of all I will select the object, then I will increase the width. You can see the width of this picture is getting increased. Okay, so I am reducing. Okay, you can see the change that is happening to the picture, right? Okay, that is stroke. So once more I will tell, stroke means the outline of picture. We can give any color for the outline of this picture. And fill color means it is the color which we have filled inside the picture. Another two tools also we have, that is blur and opacity. What happened when I click blur? You can see the image in a proper way? No. So when I click blur, the image got blurred. It loses the clarity. And another one is opacity. What do you mean by opacity? Opacity means the depth of picture, the color depth of the picture. So if we increases opacity, what will happen? The depth will be increasing. If we decreases, what will happen? The depth of the picture will be decreasing. Okay. So once more I will explain. This time I will draw a circle. I gave blue color for that. Okay. So this is the color filled in this shape. So this is, what is this? Fill color. This blue color is filled in the picture. And what is stroke? It is the outline of the picture. We can give any of colors. Okay. If we take this, the picture got selected. You see, I took the circle shape. You see the changes coming here. What is that? This is the tool control box. Suppose if I take rectangle, you can see the features. You can see the rectangle X, rectangle Y, the size, the width and height. So this is the tool control bar. It is used when we click a picture. According to that, we will get the properties of that picture. If we take a selection tool, we can get the properties of selection tool. If we take circle, we can get the properties. So by changing these properties, we can make change in the drawing also. So these all are the things which we have to keep in memory while we are drawing the picture. Okay. Hope it is clear. So what all we have studied in this class? We studied about the features of Inkscape. We studied about how to open Inkscape, how we can open Inkscape application, graphics, Inkscape. We familiarized about Inkscape window. We studied about toolboxes, menu bar, color palette, canvas window, and some important tools: fill and stroke, gradient, blur, opacity. For what purpose this fill color is using? To fill color in a object. Stroke is the outline of object. What is blur? If we click blur, we can see the clarity of the picture is getting lost. Opacity is the depth of picture. Okay, so these all are the features. These all are the important things which we have studied in this class. So what you have to do is, next class, before that you have to study about the features of Inkscape. You have to memorize the features of Inkscape. Just memorize about different tools that we used in Inkscape. Okay, so see you in the next class.